we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
In your face.
Now Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
56.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff off looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57. Mike, 57. Oh, you got D? 57 for Mike.
To throw, Brissett. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Be dead. Slam. No. Off. Gone. 57's the Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, check, Mike, 56. Hey, check. I think you got it, son. 57's Mike.
Brissett to throw on first. That's caught by Howard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Kill. Rabbit.
Again, it's Brissett. He'll buy some time right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cowboys 7, Texans nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Prescott off play action. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Cowboys.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
55 is my guy, 55. Let him know.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
At the Texans' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the counter, Elliott. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. And on play action, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Texans 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brissett on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 31.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Play action now. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And some room to maneuver. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Cowboys' 25-yard
on 2nd and 9. Brissett, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's now third
another
down
attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, Prescott. His throw incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
At their 48-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First down.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
22-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for two.
Conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
No good.
That play was unsuccessful, and we saw something you don't see very often. They give to the lead back on an option play. Usually that's a fake, and then the quarterback comes down the line, decides whether to pitch it or keep it.
Regardless, looking at where the defense was, I don't know that either case would have worked.
Yeah, it almost felt like they were trying to fool them totally, and they weren't fooled at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
2nd and 11 now.
Check 3. We're going to 54 right here. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Yeah. You know, swear to, hey. 56. Mike's 56. I got you, boy. I got you. Kill.
Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
You don't want nothing.
And this will be a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
To throw is Brissett. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Cowboys 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 21, Ezekiel Elliott.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 48. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Number 28.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Brissett. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
This is out quickly to the right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short. And it's 4th down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
The ball carrier.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st down.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being